What's up guys, my name is Briss. As some of you may already know, I received a bartending kit for Christmas back in 2019. Over the past 2 years, I've since created 100 different cocktails, and it's gone from a small, fun activity to a full-blown, passionate hobby of mine. So today, I'm launching HomeCraft Cocktails, a show where I'll be teaching you how to make cocktails from the comfort of your own home every single week. But before we get to that, obviously you'll need some basics to get your own home bar started. So let's dive in. So first and foremost, we have a bartending kit. You can get this off of Amazon for about $20, maybe $25. It comes with some essentials such as a shaker. So as you may notice, I have 2 shakers here. This is a cobbler shaker. It has the base itself. It has a built-in strainer at the top, and then it has a cap that goes on top of that built-in strainer, so you can shake your drinks all in one, piece of equipment. Whereas over here, you have what is known as a Boston shaker. Now, typically your Boston shakers usually have a smaller glass and a larger tin, whereas me, I have a double tin Boston shaker. So with this, obviously you pour in your ingredients, and then you would need a Hawthorne strainer to go on top after you finish, shaking it, and then pouring that into your glass. Whereas with the cobbler shaker, since the strainer is built in, you don't need this piece of equipment. So all personal preference, so it's up to you. Also, you have your bar spoon. Obviously this is meant for stirring, sometimes even used for measuring. But yeah, you'll definitely want to, when making old fashions or what have you, where you have stirred, not shaken drinks, you want to use a bar spoon for that. Next, you have your jigger. This is used for measuring out your pours. Different jiggers come in different sizes. For mine, this one is half of an ounce for the smaller side and 1 full ounce on the larger side. Some jiggers can go up to 2 ounces on one side and 1 ounce the other. Some have different markings on the inside to measure everything in between. It's up to you. Those are your 4 main things, I would say. Your shaker, strainer, your bar spoon, and your jigger. Some of your bartending kits may also come with a little extra, novelty items such as tongs for, singularly picking up pieces of ice, or, this comes with a bottle opener / can opener if you need that. But yeah, that's just the one that I received. Yours may come with different utensils. So those are your essentials. Now you also have other pieces of equipment that are a little more optional. So like things like, I have cocktail picks right here. So if you want to just like spike some fruits on a glass to make it look pretty, you can do that. That's like $8. Or you might have like, fancy looking umbrellas that you might want to put on like a tiki drink or something to make that look pretty. Also up to you, completely optional. Whereas others, where depending on what types of drinks you like to make, these are actually a little more mandatory than optional. So like a muddler, for example, where you kind of muddle, fruit or mint leaves. So if you're someone that likes to drink mojitos, you'll definitely need a muddler for that. $8 off of Amazon, no biggie. And then also you have a double strainer. So with this, you actually strain over this, and then this double strains what comes out of your strainer before it hits your glass, so it gets really, really fine pieces of, fruit from getting in your drink. So if you want a really clear looking drink, you will definitely need something like this. So now that we have the equipment out of the way, let's get down to some of the basic bottles you need to purchase to start making your own drinks. So first and foremost, I will say you do not want to purchase expensive spirits. So what a spirit is basically like your base of your drink, your alcohol. So your tequila, whiskey, gin, rum, those are your spirits. So you really want to, aim to get cheaper bottles of liquor to use in your cocktails, because your more expensive bottles that have those like fine tasting elements, those elements are going to get lost anyway in the drink that you're making. So you might as well use spirits that are, not as expensive anyway. So for vodka, I, for one, like to use Sky Vodka. It's very cheap. I think it costs about $10, maybe $12 to buy. you know, you use vodka in a wide array of different drinks, like your White Russians, and really, I mean, honestly, anything you want to add alcohol to without trying to change the taste of it, vodka is the one for you, because vodka in essence is flavorless, colorless liquor, so it really just adds strength to whatever you're making. For our next bottle, you want to get yourself a nice whiskey. I, for one, usually buy either Wild Turkey. You can get that for about $18 for a fifth. This is actually a liter, so it's a little bit bigger. Or you can get Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. You can get for about $16. That is actually my preferred choice because Evan Williams BIB is not only good in cocktails, but it is also good for sipping by itself. And it's high proof, you know, it's 100 proof, so it's, you know, really, really good at making strong cocktails. And you would use whiskey in your old fashions, Manhattans, things of that nature. Next we have rum. I usually use Bacardi, you know, Superior. You can get this for easily 10 bucks, very, very cheap. I mean, you use rum in a lot of different like tiki drinks, so hurricanes, zombies, even a Cuba Libre, which is basically just rum and Coke. But yeah, no, definitely a great, you know, really cheap spirit to have. Next we have gin. As you can see, my bottle's almost gone here. I usually get Beefeater, London Dry Gin. You can get that for about 17 bucks. It's great for Negronis, my personal favorite, as well as gimlets. And gin, honestly, might be the most common spirit I've seen used in cocktails. So if there was any, you know, spirit that I would say to start off with, I think gin would be the one for that. Next we have tequila. We typically buy 1800 silver. You can also buy Espolòn. Tequila is usually on the more expensive side, so I usually spend, you know, 20, maybe 25 on this. It will go on your margaritas, Mexican firing squads. So definitely a must-have for that. The reason why ours is so big is because we like taking shots of tequila, so our bottle goes by pretty fast. So we just, you know, we buy the bigger size. But definitely just get a fifth, you know, 750 milliliters, you'll be just fine. Next we have dry and sweet vermouth. Vermouth is basically just fortified wines. The dry, honestly, you usually won't use that from anything more than martinis. This is only the second bottle I've had since I've been making cocktails for the past 2 years. And as you can see, it's still very much so near the top. I don't usually drink martinis that often, so that's just a me thing. Then you also have sweet vermouth. We go through this almost weekly. You need sweet vermouth for, again, Manhattans. You need it for Negronis, and a couple of other drinks. So both of these each cost about $8 a piece. So again, not expensive whatsoever. And then next we have an orange liqueur. So this one is Naranja. This is one that we found for cheap at our, you know, corner liquor store. It was I believe $20 for, it was about $20 for a whole liter. You can easily get you the Cooper's triple sec for like, I think $8, no more than 10. You will need orange liqueur just, you know, for margaritas is what we mainly use it for. But orange liqueur is in quite a few drinks, Long Island iced teas even. So definitely one that you want to have in your inventory. And then lastly, what we have on display here are Angostura aromatic bitters. These are essentially your like salt and pepper of the cocktail making world. I am still on this very first bottle that I've had since I've started. You know, you only need a few shakes of it, so you're not using a lot of it per drink. So it'll definitely last you a long, long time, and it only costs, I think, about $8 as well. Now that we have the bottles out of the way, the last thing I'm gonna go over today are glasses. Different glasses are used for different things. So for example, we have right here a Collins glass. You know, these are used for like mojitos, Long Island iced teas, really just, you know, long drinks that you really need a straw to drink with. You can get a Collins glass from the dollar store or Goodwill for literally $1. So that is definitely the cheapest of the cheap you can get. Also, we have what is known as a cocktail glass. That is, I believe, the name of this specific type of glass. For this, you will use martinis, and honestly, really anything that gets served up will be either in a cocktail glass or it'll be in a coupe glass, which is what this looks like. Both of these glasses are very similar. Coupe glasses are usually more expensive. You can buy a set for I think like $15 or so. But by no means I'll say is it necessary. If you just buy, you know, 4 of these, and these are also $1 at Dollar Tree or Goodwill, so also very cheap. So moving along, we have the last glass here, which is a rocks glass. This is for your Manhattans again, old fashions, Negronis, things that get served, you know, with a large block of ice. Usually stirred drinks, but not always. You can get a set of these for about, again, $10 to $15 off of Amazon. Altogether, you'll probably spend about $100 just to get your bar, you know, up and running per se. It sounds like a lot at first. I know $100 isn't a small amount of money, but that is just to essentially get all of your, you know, bare necessities for your bar. Once you have those, everything else will just be like, you know, buying and restocking whatever ends up going empty. So if you run out of vodka, for instance, then you'll just have to, you know, cough up $10 to get a whole new bottle. And then you can make a plethora of other, you know, new drinks with that. Also, I didn't go over like, you know, the miscellaneous items that you'll be using when making drinks, like your lemons, limes, simple syrup, you know, things that you'll be using on your day-to-day basis. All of those things cost, you know, $3 to $4. You can get a bag of limes or a bag of lemons for like $3 or $4. Simple syrup you can even make right at home. If you guys want, I can show you a video how to do that. It's very easy. It takes like 1 to 2 minutes to do. If you have sugar at home, you can make your own simple syrup. I would not suggest buying simple syrup at the store. That is completely unnecessary. Well guys, that's all for me today. Hopefully you've learned how to start your own bar at home, and maybe you can follow along with me as I'll be posting weekly videos of how to make different drinks at home. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you for my next video. Peace.